truth on why clothes matter. I'm Megan Morris. Welcome to Megan Morris TV, and I have with me a very special person. She is a creative strategist. This is Tammara Kohler, and she's going to tell us why it's so important to dress to impress and all kinds of good nuggets. So, so how long? We've known each other for a long time.
Long time. How many kids ago?
I know. She has 6 kids. Can you believe it? And you see how cute they all look?
Yeah, we've known each other a long time.
Yes. So I know you have a wonderful company, Fuse Fashion. What was your inspiration to start a company like that?
Well, I've always loved fashion ever since I was younger. I went to Rollins, graduated in international business, and we always have to do a business internship. So of course, growing up, looking at magazines all day, every day, I'm like, you know what, let me hit Neiman Marcus and see if I can create an internship. So I was actually one of their first interns at Neiman Marcus Orlando.
What a neat idea.
Which was nice. I was able to work with the international designers and bring that into play. Wow. And that kind of created the position.
And it's so great because that really you did create a whole field there. And what will you do now with production and?
Yeah, that was my entree into really finding out that I could really make a business out of this. I started in the visual department there, and that was great training for me because I got to, constantly feed myself with what was new and current. And Neiman's, I would say, always did a great job. They really invested a lot of money in image, and they've really invested a lot of money in the visual department.
Right.
So we were constantly, having meetings and finding out what was coming from corporate. We also had a lot of creative space. So that, I think, was the best way for me to start and figure out what I wanted to do.
Well, it's funny. I was just at the flagship Neiman's in Dallas.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably the best store in retail, I feel like, because, you go there, everything's fresh, that nothing is fake. There's no fake flowers. All the food in there on display is always real. Yeah. So they don't cut corners. They really value the experience as a whole and what someone enjoys when they walk in the store.
Wow. Isn't that funny? I didn't even know we'd be talking about that great store. But
yeah. So you didn't know. That's why you love to be in there.
Good plug for Neiman's.
So yeah, and I was visual there for 2 years, and then I wanted to, start dressing real people that would move instead of mannequins. So I started in personal shopping at Neiman's.
Well, I can always tell when you've styled somebody what a difference it makes because, a lot of us, when we put an outfit together, I'll go buy something and I put it on at home and I just put whatever shoes I think match. But then when you put someone together, I mean, it's amazing, all the accessories and even like how like your headband today. I mean, you think of it all, and that's what a lot of people don't realize.
I mean, as a professional, I'm sure you go into a space and you see the big picture, and that's kind of our expertise. We know what's going to look great on someone. We size them up. You size the space, and we just want to work with the best of what we have and try to accentuate the best way possible.
Right.
And make the best presentation.
And it's really funny. And we were talking about how sometimes when it goes wrong, when you do all that work to style somebody, you put all the accessories together, and then they tweak it somehow and put their own twin on it. And we have that same problem. Sometimes we'll stage a property and we know the pictures of the next day, so we have it all ready. We know what angles they're going to get. We know what's going to be best because we know on the MLS is what's going to be the best pictures for that. And then someone will come in and for some reason rearrange things.
Yes.
And then
totally
it just
innocently
thinking, well, I think it should go this way. You're like, but there's a reason. We did it for the photography. We did it because we're looking at the overall look of it and why we fit the accessories where we put them.
Yeah, you've thought about the angle. We've thought about the texture of what she's wearing, the texture of the shoe. I mean, everything. There's always a reason behind it. So.
Right. And it's funny, people say to me all the time, I should be good at what you do. And I'm not. I can do the houses, but I can't do hair and makeup. I
love being able to marry it together, because of your expertise, I feel like, and we've done this in the past, we've worked on shoots before, and, the set design to me is just as important because
it is. It's so much fun.
It sets that extra layer. And so that's kind of where we can marry our expertises together in picture format and film or photo.
Yes. We did it was a La Palm or Orlando magazine ad where we had so much fun. We were at this house and we set it all up. We brought all these fun props and we had the models were all in bathing suits and we had these giant palm fronds, and we had them fanning them. We brought grapes and had, we were like selling that luxurious lifestyle of, having somebody feed you grapes all day, fanning you. And,
that was fun.
But that's the same fantasy we're trying to sell when we're trying to sell houses, when we're trying to sell the look, and that's why it's so important. If you can't style yourself, and if you're a realtor or somebody that wants to dress to impress, get some help, because it's really hard to be good at everything. And if your expertise is accounting or whatever, it's going to be it's hard to be good at all. And so you need somebody that has a style background that can pull your look together. And I'm sure you give people lots of options, telling them these are what goes with.
And in today's culture, everything with technology, it's really about selling yourself. It's really about you're creating your own brand. I mean, with all the different social media outlets. So most business professionals, they always surround themselves with the best team. So it's knowing the right people around you and knowing the best team and hiring them for their expertise can only make you, your best self.
Right. And the hair and the makeup, and it all matters, doesn't it? And I know when you do the production, you have all that in mind. So you're in your head, you're already thinking, oh, I'm gonna do some big hair piece here.
Yeah.
The makeup's gonna be.
Yes, I love creating visual concepts, and that's something, I get hired in the production industry as a wardrobe stylist, and I help execute the vision that the producer that the creative is trying to execute. So that I help with that, but I also have my own company, Fuse Fashion, where I get to play and I get to create some of my own ideas. And so we do pop-up fashion shows that we've done on Facebook Live, which has been fun. For that, because
we're going to collaborate on one of those.
Yes. Super fun. And, I like creating, a lot of my own editorial narratives that we can do in a home or anywhere. Just another way to branch out fashion in a new way.
Right.
Interesting way.
And what a great way to show real estate or whatever else, because we've done that before. We've had live models in homes to try to show a different look, and that's what's so much fun, is coming up with different ways to showcase something.
Yes.
And I love what you do. I think it brings so much fun. And I think everybody loves to see what's in style. They love to see fashion. Fashion's always evolving, and I like looking and be like, why did I get rid of that fringy leather jacket that I loved in the '80s, because it's back. It
is. It always reciprocates. It always comes back. It's true.
It's like you can keep it all, because they always add just a little bit of a change to it, so it's hard to keep all your good stuff. But
that's the great thing about fashion. It's looking at things in new ways with new perspectives, and that's why I love it, because you constantly are creating and learning. I'm still learning all kinds of things that I just get to add to the repertoire about.
Right. So what would you say your personal style is?
I was born in New York, so I would like to say that I like to have a modern edge. I do wear a lot of black. I enjoy it.
Right, well, that's production.
I'm definitely fascinated by all things Asian culture. I just love it. There's just so much that in my own personal research that I feel that they've tapped into that are slowly coming into the States. So that's constantly a big inspiration for me. So I'm constantly looking to Asia and those trends over there just to see what they're doing, because it always kind of blows what's happening here out the water from a visual perspective.
Right.
I like to be visually stimulated. Yes.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Well, what are some of the trends for this year? What do you see coming up?
Well, this year there's a lot of camel. You're going to be seeing tons of camel. Top handle bags are really big.
Okay.
A lot of the suiting, which this will come into play with real estate, it's very big, but it's not. It's more of like a loose, still tailored kind of fit. Mm-hmm. But that's like a big thing that's moving into fashion. A lot of color. Neons, actually.
Good color. Oh, really? Neon's back?
Yes, but in more interesting ways. More subtle ways. Not so much blast in your,
Not like the days
face.
of roller skating.
Exactly. It's done very in a tailored kind of way. But
good.
Pastels also are big for spring, of course. And a lot of animal print, But again, it's just like you said. I feel like animal print every season is always in. But this season, like snakeskin boots, things done in more interesting ways.
Okay. Wow. So it's can that be like a neutral? So because I've seen people wear like a solid color and then have leopard.
Yeah. So like me, all black. I could definitely wear like an animal print bootie, which would be cute.
Yeah.
Especially in your accessories. If you don't want to invest in the full head to toe animal print, obviously accessories is something that you can easily work into your wardrobe.
Right. So if there's like one outfit or one piece of clothing that you think is a good investment for this?
I think either a shoe or a bag would be great because that's something that's timeless.
Right.
You know, that you could always have.
And you think like an animal print would be a good?
Yes,
okay.
For sure.
Okay, how about whites? Yeah, it was funny because about a year ago, I was looking so hard to try to find a white bag. I couldn't find it anywhere. And then we were in LA a few weeks ago, and I saw white bags everywhere. And it's just funny how now they're everywhere.
And actually, interesting enough, the other day I saw a Moschino bag, which was all white, and it literally looked, it was one of the new designers, it literally looked like my child drew a marker over it.
Yes.
And that was it. That was it.
Yeah.
That was I'm like, I love this.
That too with shoes.
Who knew my kids could be designers?
I know. I've seen these shoes, and they look they're on the shelves, and they look dirty, beat up, and, and like someone took a crayon and pens and let your kids.
It's just a new perspective. Exactly. It's like you're paying for that design, and of course, anyone could say they could do that, but there was time and energy
exactly
behind it. There was reasons behind it that the designer invested in. So.
Right. No, I just think it's fun just to see all the different looks, and you'll see something so tailored, and you see something so fun and whimsical, and I find it fascinating how you put it all together.
Yeah, and I'm sure you'll be seeing more white bags. Definitely top handle for sure.
Really? Okay, good. So, what are maybe some of the worst style ideas you've ever seen? Is there anything that stands out?
How long do we have? I'm just teasing.
Oh, just tell me. I want to make sure I don't fall in that.
I've had my share. I shouldn't be saying this, but I have definitely had my share of moments that I would love to take back.
Yeah.
You're always
you're
working with a client. You're excited to work with them, and kind of when you start, you're both kind of feeling each other out.
Right.
So I did work with this one client. I had to set her up for a trip to New York for an opening, and we had spent a lot of time putting her outfit together. Everything was set. Everything was actually packed and ready in place. And then a couple weeks later, I see a magazine and I'm flipping through, and in People Weekly, it's worst dress list paparazzi shot of my client in New York. But I'm noticing she was not wearing what I had packed for her.
Right, that's the thing. That's why I get so confused. You have all these great ideas and you put them together.
Yes.
And it's so hard sometimes for us to remember how you did it.
Yes.
So do you take pictures sometimes?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Because I think I would forget.
I physically put the outfit in her suitcase.
But still, when you put it home and you put it in your closet, and everything gets divided again.
Yes,
the accessories go to the accessories, and
moods change. We've done that before, where we feel like we want to wear something in the last second. We're just feeling something else, and we make a tweak. But,
had too much to eat the night before, and you're like, oh, it's
I can't fit in this. So that I understand, but.
Oh, it's funny.
So that was kind of, starting out as a stylist, you don't want to see that.
Right. I sure understand.
But, you live and learn.
Yeah.
And so do your clients. They live and learn.
They do. Well, I'm looking forward to doing this pop-up project with you in the future. That sounds like fun.
Oh, man. This is just another space, I feel, that hasn't really been done, having live pop-up fashion shows. No one really has done that just because there's a lot of production behind it. But
Right.
But it's something I would love to do.
Okay, well, stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being on the show today. And
it's my pleasure.
I'm enjoying all your wisdom, and always learn so much from you. And I'm inspired every time I look through the magazines and I see what you put together. I'm like, oh, that looks so good. I just wish I could stand there with the wind blowing.
You can. You'll be my next muse. Let's do next time. Megan's going to be my muse.
I need a team. I need a makeup hair.
You have me. I'll bring the rest of the team.
Oh, good. All right. Well, thank you so much. And thank you so much for joining us. And if you haven't already, please give us some comments and feedback. We'll look forward to talking to you and see you in the future. Thank you so much.
Next time, we're going to plan it.
Yes.